Hello everyone and welcome to the ikaricast Classic. I'm your host as always, Fighter Kaus, and with me is...
16-bit Jeff.
And this time we're back after a while. Our last episode was on E3. They both start with E. I got confused for a second. E3 2017 with our buddy Double RPG, but this time it's just me and Jeff here, and we're here to talk about EVO 2017. Before we get into all the good stuff, Jeff, how was your week?
It's been good. Actually, a little bit better than I expected.
That's good to hear.
And just some personal stuff. Nothing too exciting or big.
No new games?
Nah. Oh, yeah, well, the Steam sale, yeah, because... the Steam sale. I always lose money because of that shit. Thanks, Valve.
Just open up your wallet.
By the way, I got some... why don't you tell our fine, loyal audience what I got for you for something for your birthday?
Yeah, funny enough. Yes, my birthday is this month. Jeff got me a slightly early present in the form of Freedom Planet on Steam. I've always wanted to play the game, and I finally can, thanks to you, Jeff. Thank you very much. And
No problem, man.
I play on the Mac, because that's all I have right now, and it works just fine. I was kind of worried for a second that it wouldn't run fine on the Mac version, but no, it runs just as good as I hoped.
Oh, good. I'm glad to hear that.
Even with my PS3 controller. Yeah, I'm actually using a PS3 controller to play it, and it just recognized it just fine. I'm like, wow.
Oh, you were using a PS3 controller? I thought you were using your PS4 controller, dude.
Nah, that's over there.
Obviously with your dad and
Yes, playing
him
Uncharted.
and his binge hours of playing nothing but Uncharted 4, huh?
Yeah. So,
Sure, yeah,
logically,
I think we need
that
that
controller
talk.
is not free.
I think it's time to have that talk about you and your dad possibly having a problem.
Don't worry. Soon enough, I'll be able to buy my own.
Yeah, but still.
So, other than that, speaking of other games on my end, I guess since we're on my end, nothing much here either. Hopefully that'll change for the better. Right? It's not bad, but when I say for the better, I mean for even better than it is going right now.
Exactly,
I'm hoping for some good news. Is what I'm saying.
Well, yeah, not only that, but just to lay it out there, the main trio, myself, Jerry, and Kyle, we've been talking about a lot of things about the future of this group, and
Yep.
we can't wait to share to you all what those plans are when we're ready to share them, which is most likely beginning next year, possibly.
At the latest, yeah.
Yeah, like we want to try December at least, but January, February-ish of 2018 looks more realistic.
Exactly, yeah. And you'll see what we mean if you follow.
Look towards more to the winter, you'll get what we mean.
Yeah. Follow those Twitter accounts and you'll stay informed.
Yep.
Anything else I'm missing? I guess not. Since these ikaricast classics are supposed to be short, we're already 3 minutes in. Let's get into EVO. First, we got the news. Jeff, I have the news in front of me, as well as I'm pretty sure you had these news. I don't know where to start.
Oh, well, I guess I say the most important one, which is the actual schedule of EVO 2017.
Yeah. You're not wrong.
So, courtesy of
Smash.gg.
Shoryuken.com,
Shoryuken, yes.
and as well done too, but like you stated, thank you very much, Smash.gg, we have the official scheduling for EVO 2017, and
Everything is in Pacific time. I'll start. Street Fighter
Yes.
5 starts on July 14th, but the finals will be, of course, on the 16th, the last day, Sunday. July 14th at noon Pacific is when the first set of pools will start.
okay.
No. Yeah.
You mean semifinals, right?
No, the first pools.
Oh, the first
Pools.
goals, yeah.
And then round 2, which will be on Saturday, that'll be July 15th, 10 a.m. Pacific.
Yep.
The semifinals will be on July 15th, 2 p.m. Pacific, and finally on July 16th, the last day of EVO, 7 p.m. Pacific is when they're shooting for.
Yep, and I bet that's gonna be like last year. The only thing that's gonna be televised on ESPN, right?
Yep.
Not even Smash.
Not even
just Street
Tekken.
Fighter.
Not even Tekken, which is just as huge as Street Fighter, isn't it?
Not Smash Bros. Not Tekken. Not even fucking KOF 14 or even Injustice 2. No, it's Street Fighter 5.
You'd figure Warner Brothers would have that Warner Brothers money to say show us.
I know, right?
You'd think.
Or hell, Nintendo?
Or right? Nintendo having that money?
Smash Bros. Or Wii U? I mean, yeah, no one cares about the Wii U, but still, I'd rather see that on main stage televised than Melee.
Alright, so speaking of Smash Brothers for Wii U, that's the next game that has the schedules.
The good one. Okay, I thought you were talking about the crap tier one where we're too getting to it.
July 14th, which again is the first day of EVO, 12 p.m. Pacific is the first pool. Second set of pools is July 15th, 10 Pacific. Semifinals is also on July 15th at 2 p.m. Pacific. And finally the finals on Sunday, July 16th at 3 p.m. Pacific.
You know, I want to throw something funny yet quick. I'm looking at the pools for both round 1, respectively for SF5 and Smash 4.
Yeah.
Isn't it funny of all things that Nintendo might be leaving Capcom behind just by numbers alone? Because Smash 4 has 80 pools, where Street Fighter 5 Round 1 has 128.
Yep. Thanks, Car, for beeping. That got picked up. Thank you.
See, that random passerby is agreeing with us.
Anyway, so Melee is the same thing. Melee starts at noon on the 14th. And that's it. Round 2 is at noon on the 15th Pacific. Again. And again, 4 p.m. Pacific on the 15th. And finally, and that same day, nothing on Sunday, Melee ends on Saturday at 8 p.m. Pacific.
Oh, wow.
And Tekken 7, the first day, noon Pacific, round 1. Also on the same... Wow. Okay, so Tekken's a little weird. All the way up to the semifinals is Friday on Tekken. So, noon, 6 p.m., and 8 p.m. Pacific is pools and semifinals. And then on Sunday is the finals at 12:30 Pacific. Injustice starts on Friday and ends on Saturday. No Sunday. One set of pools at 4 p.m. Pacific, and then everything else from 2 p.m. Pacific to 5 p.m. Pacific is the rest of the tournament for Injustice 2. Guilty Gear Xrd Rev 2 starts Friday and Saturday. Just like Tekken, but instead of Sunday, its finals are on Saturday, where on Friday it's 12 p.m. Pacific to 6 p.m. Pacific. From pools to semifinals, and finals are at 2 p.m. Pacific Saturday.
You know, I know we'll get to it eventually with King of Fighters 14, especially for its entrant level. But I just have to say, just by looking at the entry level for Guilty Gear Xrd Revelator 2,
yeah,
FGC, y'all fucking up.
Yeah,
y'all fucking up.
We will get to it, but yeah, it's just I'm salty. But...
You're salty. It's making my fucking soul cry.
Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, its final year.
Ugh.
Again, I'll get to Smash. Round 1, pools, semifinals are on Saturday from 10 a.m. Pacific to 4 p.m. Pacific. And then the finals are on Sunday, 8 a.m. Pacific. Its finals are getting out of the way early.
You know what the funny thing about this, dude? Was this the game that won that poll earlier in the year?
Yeah,
through
it's
donation?
The one that won the poll, yep.
Okay, look at the poll count for round 1. That's 32. That is the same exact number of polls for round 1 for BlazBlue Central Fiction.
Yep.
Why the hell is Ultimate Marvel 3 here?
People paid for it, I don't know.
I know, but still, this is like, it should be dead. And besides, you people wanted fucking in for your candidates, whether you like it or not.
And again, that's fuel for my rant. BlazBlue Central Fiction. Blaze Blue pools and semifinals, same day, Saturday, starting at 10 a.m. Pacific. Its semifinals start at 6 p.m. Pacific. Its finals start on Sunday at 10 a.m. Pacific. I'm guessing that's right after Marvel.
Yeah, it is. I think actually.
And finally, the King of Fighters
right
14. Thank you, Mexico.
God damn.
Everybody else. This makes me sad. KOF. The whole tournament is Friday. If you ain't watching Friday, you're screwed. You're gonna miss
Only
the whole KOF
16
tournament.
pools for round 1. Really?
Starts at noon Pacific for the pools, and the finals start at 8 p.m. Pacific. All Friday.
You know, I really have to ask this.
Yeah.
Why is it always the actual fighters that are EVO each and every year are the ones that get screwed over?
It's the quote-unquote FGC. We need to talk.
Oh, fuck the FGC. I'll just say that.
We need to talk. You guys need to actually support fighting games. Anyways, so speaking of the pools and everything, you were talking about that. So let me give you the raw numbers of why these pools are short and why some games are ending on the same day. Street Fighter V has 2,621 entrants. That's the most for any of these games somehow.
Wait, I'm sorry. Which game?
Street Fighter V, 2,621 people playing.
Shoryuken, I have to say this because I've been suspecting this for the last couple of years in regards to EVO. Actually, screw this. I've been suspecting this since 2007. How much you've been liking getting honeypotted by Capcom? I'm sorry. I'll be more blunt. How much you be like? How much you be loving that Capcom dick?
Capcom.
Like, see, I know you're gonna be more respectful, but for me, I said it before, I said it again. Fuck the FGC. You know why I say fuck them? Because they're not even a community. They're just really a ravenous freaking they're a crazed mob that always supports one game and nothing else. I mean, I don't like Ultimate War vs. Capcom 3, but the fact that people had to have that game on the main stage for donation, it's just a freaking joke. This entire term is a joke.
Alright, you want to hear the rest of the entrants?
Yeah, go right ahead.
1,509 entrants for Smash for Wii U.
Nice.
1,430 entrants for Melee. 1,282 entrants for Tekken 7. 879 entrants for Injustice 2. 818 entrants for Guilty Gear Xrd Rev 2. Blaze Blue Central Fiction, 497 entrants. And finally, King of Fighters 14, 374 entrants. Blaze Blue has more than KOF?
You know those weeps.
Man, I am so glad that Mexico was around supporting KOF, because the rest of y'all... Alright, so we're done with that. So, the other news, Jeff, why don't you talk about the Ruby and the Dragon Balls?
Oh, the possibility of a Arc System Works fighter based on the Ruby IP from Rooster Teeth. Yeah. If you don't know, around this time, RTX was happening, as well as Anime Expo last weekend, and at both events there was a panel for the show Ruby from roosterteeth.com. And at both panels, they slightly hinted at it first at the Anime Expo one, where they said, I forget which panelist was, I think it was Carrie, one of the main writers for the show. He said, keep a close eye out for this upcoming weekend for EVO. And then they repeated it once more, but more loudly at yesterday's panel for the show at RTX, I should say. And basically, there's a tweet I shared with you not too long ago, right, Jerry? That it was posted, I think, 6 to 7 months ago when the main crew of the show went overseas for the premiere of Volume 3. And they were supposedly having a meeting with the three main guys of the developer known as Arc System Works, the guys behind Blaze Blue and one of my personal favorite fighters, Guilty Gear. And that was Daisuke Ishiwatari. I forget the guy's name. I think Junya Motomoro. Is that the director for Blaze Blue? But like it's basically that
Junya Motomoro.
Motomoto,
Ishiwatari is the guilty
Nachura, and Sudo. Yeah, those are the three main cats over our system, basically, right?
I guess. I know there's also Tomomi who's doing Dragon Ball Fighters.
Thank you. Yes. I think it was Tomomi that was the guy, because now a lot of people, especially over at r/Ruby, they were kind of piecing stuff together, because this is going on for a long time, because no, I don't know if people know, but Central Fiction, a recent release under the Blaze Blue entry, and possibly the last one that we know of. You told me about this. I didn't even know. There are actually color sprite options based off of the characters from the show. I didn't even notice. I didn't even know the guy was a fan. And Daisuke Ishiwatari, I think it was either around this time last year or...
Before our audience kills us.
Thank you. No.
We know...
we're native to English, we're American, goddammit. It's just in our nature. But getting back to the topic, Ishiwatari, he had an interview with Forbes magazine, either around this time this year, or it was between summer and winter, around that time frame. He talked about if there was given any opportunity for him to create a fighter based off of an already existing IP. He basically brought up, if there was one, I would like to do one based off of Ruby. So a lot of people come that as the conclusion, basically as confirmation that there might be an announcement, and it could be the case that Mr. Ishiwatari might be doing the music, because I just found this out, and I just told you this too before we went live. So far, while the music sounds like it's been done by him for Dragon Ball FighterZ, it hasn't been confirmed that he is in fact the composer of the game.
Right.
So he might be free to doing either that or something completely different that we don't even know that's in the works. So long story short, it's not even a full-fledged announcement, that there's something cooking behind the scenes that might be announced at EVO. Possibly, if there was a day I could say, since it's Arc System, I say either wait for the last day Sunday for either the time between the semifinals and finals for either Guilty Gear Xrd or Blaze Blue Central Fiction. If there was to be an announcement, you know what I mean? Because if people who don't know, who have never seen because it is possible, because there's newcomers called 2017ers being their first event over at the actual event itself, that when there's big announcements made, it's usually around the space between the semifinal, after the semifinals, but before the actual finals of said tournament. Correct, Jerry?
Mm-hmm.
So if there was to be announced, like a collaboration between Rooster Teeth and Arc System, expect that to be happening between the times of either of the tournaments for Blaze Blue or Guilty Gear, respectively.
The times I just rattled off.
Yeah.
Look at the downtime between those tournaments, and you'll probably get
pretty much.
With it.
Thank you. But like I said, like people know, like I'm not as big fan of the show like you are when it comes to Dragon Ball. Like that's been a test, but I am a fan of the show nevertheless. However, you're basically a newcomer, right? You know the show's existence, and I want to get your opinion, like a short, sweet summary. If it is announced at either of those two tournaments, how do you personally feel?
Well, I'll try it. Depends on how good it looks.
And
by good, I don't mean graphics. I mean gameplay. Good the gameplay looks.
Yeah, which is a rarity for Arc System to screw up, because
no, exactly. There's
let's be blunt. They're the only competent fighting developer still out there. That ain't Capcom.
So, right, I forgot about that other news. I gave you that. So, anyways, Jeff, that Dragon Ball FighterZ news. What about that? That's going to be at EVO.
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. And I hate to break it to you, but I expect a long. That's in the equivalency of E3.
It says here in the article, only those with the badge will be able to participate in the free play. Oh, there's free play too, and the tournament. Nice. When asked if Trunks will be available, Mr. Wizard, the guy who organizes EVO, said that it will be the Trunks build or later.
So we might get character announcements?
Exactly. It might be
okay.
Special character. So expect to see a lot of news on that at EVO, so pay attention to the EVO side streams. Look for those EVO side streams. I'll try and put them in the description. Because the side streams always change who's streaming the side tournaments.
You know, it's funny you bring it up, but it's important to be brought up. You just talked about guest characters in some sort of way, like announcements, basically. Tekken 7, we know the first character is coming out December. Where's it more realistically we're going to get that announcement? At EVO this year or Tokyo Game Show?
For other characters?
Like for the first guest character via the Season's Pass for Tekken 7.
Oh. I'm going to call that it'll be at EVO, and if not, TGS.
Okay. Because the reason why I'm bringing it up, because out of the blue this week, we got the announcement of Tekken Balls. That's why I was asking.
I forgot. I told you this news. We both got hyped for this news, and I can't believe I knew there was something I was forgetting before we hit record. Mm-hmm. This news.
And what was that? Oh, yes.
Remember, I got you.
Yes. For those who are unaware, the developer of Street Fighter EX series, Arika, will be there with their new title, playable at the show for the first time, right? Ever.
Yes. Yep. Originally, it was thought to be an April Fool's joke.
Mm-hmm.
But no, it's real.
I know. Well, that's the sad thing, because people tend to forget that, while April Fool's is traditional in Japan, it's one of the biggest days, funny enough, for business announcements.
Exactly. So, anyways, Fighting EX Layer will be playable. That's Fighting... If you guys remember, Fighting Layer was also, that came out way back in the day.
Yeah, I know.
And it had EX characters that, weren't actual Street Fighter characters in that game. Yep. So this is like a sequel or an update to that with more Street Fighter EX characters.
You know what the sad thing in regards
including
to...
Kairi.
Because it's kind of tied into the state of the FGC.
Yeah.
You know what the sad realization is?
Uh-huh.
We could have had a new Street Fighter Alpha 4. We could have had a Street Fighter EX 4. But no, we had to have both Street Fighter 4 and 5.
I know, right?
Thanks a lot, guys. Really, thanks a lot.
So, I think that's all... Well, no, if there's one more piece of news I forgot. There's also a commentator lineup for the... Now, the lineup's way big. I'm just going to go by the people that you probably know.
Yeah, exactly. That's the best.
This lineup's huge.
And to clarify, if you want to see the entire list, the links provided will be provided.
Please remind me to put these articles in the description.
You know I will.
Yes. So, again, these are the guys that you may know, because I'm not going through everybody. James Chen, Hell Pockets, he's going to be there. Aris will be there. Tasty Steve, Ultra David. Well, if James Chen is there, then Ultra David's going to be there. Trying to see who else that people may just know. Ski Sonic, the one everybody hates.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to be there. Xie. And, of course, S-Kill, Seth Killing will be commentating.
Nice.
And, again, the list is way longer than that. Those are just the people... That's to save time, because we still got more to go in this. And we're already about 24 minutes in.
All right.
But this is an event. A half hour is kind of... That's kind of like wishful thinking for this to be a half hour when we're talking about...
Yeah, pretty much.
So anyways, next up on our agenda... Oh yeah! Rants... I literally wrote rant about Smash and KOF.
So you know what? That word you just used, agenda, pretty accurate.
Yeah! You're right.
And our agenda is, fuck y'all.
So... That's
the short sweet of it on my end. Why don't you go ahead, because I can tell you're more pissed, rightfully so.
So, you guys who play Smash Melee... Now, I always hear this freaking argument all the time. It's a beloved game. Why wouldn't a beloved game that's been played for 15 years be played? Come on. I mean, it's a game that everybody loves. It's the one everybody considers the best. If it's the best version, why wouldn't you play it? Yeah, how come you're the special case that gets to choose that? How come every other game that has beloved versions, it doesn't matter how beloved they are, they're always replaced by the new game?
Mm-hmm.
There's never... Where do you see on the main stage, besides Smash and Smash Melee, you don't see Street Fighter V and Street Fighter 3 Third Strike.
That's true.
You don't see KOF 14 and KOF 2002 or 98, the ones that the real beloved KOFs.
And it's funny.
How come Smash gets to be the only one that does that?
No, you're completely right. And you know,
like in terms of belovedness, then all these games should have their most beloved version.
They're spotlight as well too, and I completely agree. And to add insult to injury, Hungry Blocks should have kept his fucking mouth shut, because here's the thing, he's fucking wrong about what he said a month ago about, oh, we should have the spotlight, we should have the attention of the Melee side. No, you don't. The game is 15 years old. Nintendo, for one thing, is doing the right thing, but not giving your asses the attention that it deserves. You know why? Because they're putting their focus, rightfully so, more into the recent installment, which is the Wii U version. You know, the better version, the one that feels like a competent fighter.
Plus, isn't it coming out on Switch?
Supposedly, we don't even know the announcement.
Oh, it hasn't been confirmed?
It hasn't been officially confirmed yet, but it's obviously coming out, but it's not been officially confirmed yet.
Not official.
But still, it still stands that why would Nintendo be behind a 15-year-old fucking game? For a side tourney, I'm completely fine, but for a main game, y'all fucking crazy.
That's the thing. That goes back to my rant about the main stage. Like I said, like I just said, Jeff, you're right. Like same thing. Like KOF, Street Fighter. Like we don't see that on the main stage. Like Third Strike and Super Turbo are side tourneys. They're not on the main stage next to 5.
Like, my biggest issue with EVO and Shoryuken, who has been literally taken out the butt from Capcom these last couple of years, like I said originally this past decade, is the fact that the problem isn't the games themselves, even though I have a lot of issues with barring Capcom fighters. You noticed, people who have been listening to us for years can attest this. I have my biggest issues with both Street Fighter 4, 5, and even Marvel vs. Capcom 3, even the vanilla version. That said, the biggest issue with this tournament is the scheduling. Because the side tourneys, those should be for all of the legacy games, where the main tournaments, the ones that are on the main stage, should be for the recent and big upcomers. Like, why is Marvel vs. Capcom 3 on stage? Like, I get it, it's from a freaking donation. I understand. People put money into it, and they want to see it. But why is it on the main stage? It had how many years as a stager?
How many what?
How many years has it been on main stage?
26, 7?
Like 2012 when it came out, when Ultimate, so 2013, 2014. So 4 to 5 years at best. That should be a side tourney, because it's now considered a legacy IP, especially for the fact that, as much as I hate it, MVC4 is coming out later in the year. That's going to be a main stager next year, so it's kind of pointless to have it at the main stage this year when it should have been its last year. And this year, given to a game that really deserved it, like, I don't know, Mortal Kombat X, Injustice 2, even though it's on the main stage, or
KI?
One that I'm really pissed off, thank you very much, Killer Instinct.
You know, the games that are current and still have a player base?
No, that, but a growing fan base.
Yeah. This is supposed to be the biggest fighting game. Now, the thing is, like, well, it's a tournament. No, this is supposed to be, quote-unquote, the biggest fighting game tournament in the world. There should be this, you know, what we said should be showing the fighting games and for video games as a whole. Like, these are what's new, these are what's current, this is what's growing. Not just sucking off whoever gives them the most money. Just
exactly. And that's what makes me depraved the most about the FGC. Like, you know, you and I, we bash on the gaming community because we're a part of it. I have more respect for casual gamers than I do for fighting game legit elites. You know what I mean? I'm sorry?
I was just explaining what that Velcro sign was. That was my watch.
Oh, okay. No. I thought you said we paused. That's why. But sorry about that, guys. But going back to what I was saying, I have more respect for casuals than I do for elites. Especially like I hate to call people out, but when I see both Justin Wong and especially F Champ basically taking that money and sucking Capcom's dick for saying it's a good game, when you and I both know we haven't played the game yet. But when you and I have seen that demo of Infinite, and when our buddy, fucking Sober Ryu,
yep.
who we joke, and he even gets the joke himself, and we call him Mr. Capcom for every right. When he says himself, it's trash. Capcom, you're screwing up.
Yeah, definitely.
Let's be fair, is that Capcom and the FCC itself is, it's destroying itself from the inside out. If that makes sense, you know what I mean?
Right.
But yeah, because I think since we talked about our feelings about the FGC in general and
Smash.
and Smash, I think you want to go into an even bigger piece of the puzzle with the overall state of the FGC with a certain title.
One
right?
more rant about KOF.
Uh-huh.
And this just boils down to screw you. Mexico, you're cool.
Mm-hmm.
But screw everyone else for not supporting KOF as much as they could. Granted, now unlike MVCI, MVCI doesn't look good too. KOF, even though it doesn't look the best, it still plays amazing. There's the difference. It's still a good game. And as a big KOF fan, the freaking podcast is named after
I know.
KOF. Ikari,
like the original name was Ikari Warriors Fan Club Podcast, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was the old name. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And we shortened it to ikaricast, and the Ikari Warriors are my favorite KOF team. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, this whole thing is based off KOF, and it's just like, man, I bet I wouldn't be surprised if all 374 entrants were straight up just Latinos, and like, gee whiz, it has less entrants than Blaze Blue.
You know. Actually, I hope that's the case because you know why? That'll be the first time that Kotaku and Polygon will be on side for once.
So basically, my thing is, watch the tournament on Friday. It's gonna only be on Friday, and please pick up the game, support the game. Let's play online. Let's grow. I still have the game.
It just debuted on Steam.
Yep, pick it up on Steam.
So if you don't have a PS4, you can now get it on a different platform. Yeah.
Play it on Ultra Graphics.
This is what I'm just gonna say.
Yeah.
Fuck EVO. They're no longer the king of tourneys. They're nothing more than a joke. They're a popper because that title goes to either Combo Breaker or CEO.
Funny enough, speaking of our buddy Sobro, he goes there because he lives near there.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's not on that, but when you look at those two, they're more open, they're more diverse than freaking EVO is. You know what I mean?
And also, well, that's it. We might as well go to this, what we think will happen and stuff like that. Because, hey Jeff, what if this happened? What if Sega showed up? Hey man, we didn't say nothing, but we're here. Virtua Fighter 6, and then drop the mic and walk.
I will love that as much as you, but that's just wishful thinking.
Oh yeah.
And besides, if that was to really happen, I don't see it happening at EVO because I see it happening more of either two events that happen possibly around the same time, which is both Tokyo Game Show or more realistically PlayStation Experience.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, but if there was like a tease of it, that's more realistic. I'm just getting at you know what I mean? If there was supposed to be an announcement for EF6, I expect more of a nice jab, a nice tease, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Actually, you know what, funny enough, you know what funny thing I see more realistic being announced?
Yeah.
Dead or Alive 6.
At EVO?
Yeah.
Probably. Speaking of realistically, we talked about it, I think off mic, I don't remember if we talked about it in the podcast proper, but Tekken 7 character or two.
See, that's the thing,
character.
yes. Because since the first one is coming out this December around the winter time, I funny enough, thank you for bringing it up because I originally was talking which one's more realistic, them announcing it there or waiting all the way to PlayStation Experience or TGS.
It's possible that it'll be I can see it happening at EVO, but I'm not gonna bet the farm.
Right.
Let's just say I wouldn't be shocked, but if it's coming out that late, yeah, it might be TGS. Sir.
You know, it's a crazy out there announcement.
What?
It's more of a re-announcement. Tekken Cross Street Fighter.
Oh yeah. Oh, speaking of Smash and how you said it wasn't confirmed, I could see the Switch version being confirmed at EVO.
That would be nice. You know, I'm hoping Nintendo would do that because, well, I like the fact that they're kind of saying F you to the Melee fan base, and to a degree, rightfully so. It'll be a nice way to open up more channels for communication between the actual fighting game community and Nintendo themselves. So that would be actually a very smart move. Yeah, I would agree. And not only that, but not only that, but I'm hoping it's like, I hope if there's a possible Switch version, I hope they take a page like what they recently did with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and have it expand upon more, like adding new characters, new venues, that type of stuff. Like, you know, making its own installment for the console than just be here's just a cheap, quick Florida game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
And I know this sounds crazy. But since we heard that talk last week or a week or two ago with Doug Bowser from Nintendo, when he literally said, "Our friends over at Microsoft." I don't know about you, but Master Chief on fucking Smash Bros. Yo, let's go. Make that a reality.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, I mean, you know, some people's like, oh, that's just cheap. Where's Banjo-Kazooie? It's like, they're dead. Not gonna happen. And besides, you already got your game. It was called freaking Ukulele. It sucked dick.
Ah, jeez.
You know where I am on Twitter. Fight me.
I don't know what else I think will happen there. Funny enough, I said we'll be thinking about the FGC, but we already said it.
I just told the FGC. His name was Chris G. God damn it.
We already thought about like the state of EVO and how bad it is that, you know, Smash gets Melee. Not because again, Wii U version is good.
Oh yeah.
But, you know, the fact
it's
that
it's better than Melee. Like,
Smash gets preferential treatment.
I love Melee for nostalgia.
Yeah.
But I said this before, I said this again. Brawl's a better game, and the Wii U version is a better game, because here's the thing. Those two, over the years, with the entire franchise, with each installment, Nintendo, yeah, it started as a party game. You and I can attest to that, too, with both the first two. With the original for the N64 and the aforementioned Melee for GameCube. That said, Brawl and Wii U feel like the actual best attempts from Nintendo and whatever third party they got to develop the game with at making competent fighters. You know what I mean? Their own fighter, if that makes sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Why would you want to play still a fucking game that's nothing more than a party game in disguise?
And again, on the main stage, where every other
game. And I'm going to say this right now. It has the weakest roster.
Every other franchise legacy game is a side tournament or something. No other franchise has a legacy game with it on the main stage. It's like, why are you guys getting preferential treatment here?
Again, why is, like, that's my biggest issue with EVO. It's just like, why is your scheduling shit? Like, these legacy IPs, I want them to still be there, but as side tournaments, and give breath to new installments on the main stage. That's how it should be.
Speaking of, I guess Friday I'm gonna be missing Tekken's pools because
really?
And because I'll be watching. I don't want to miss KOF. The KOF is only Friday.
So I'll watch Tekken 7 for you. All right.
Okay, that's a good trade-off. Anything else? We're kind of at the end. Or did you just want to plug?
I was joking about it. The more I think about it, that Ruby announcement could be nothing more than a fucking guest character for fucking BlazBlue.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't want it to happen, but I can see Rooster Teeth on a fucking Capcom. God damn it.
It could. Alright, speaking of Twitter...
anyone on r/Ruby listening, I apologize.
Anyone on r/DBZ listening, This is a real
Yo,
fighter. Stop complaining that you don't have Xenoverse 3. You'll get your Xenoverse. Alright, but let us have fighters. The ones who actually want to play a fighting game and not an RPG.
Like an actual fighter.
Yeah. Because Xenoverse is an RPG. Yeah, you're button mashing, but it's an RPG.
Two things you should be accomplished. You should be proud of. One, we animate EVO. Two, this is a better Capcom fighter than Marvel vs. Capcom.
Yeah! Alright.
Stop being inclusive. Stop being inclusive. Be more open. Come on, guys. That goes out to you too, EVO.
So, what do you got to plug?
Well, nothing at the moment. Oh yeah, a couple days ago, more like a week ago, I did my top five fix of E3 27 games over at Euro/Cop.com. So go check that out, as well as follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/16bitjeff. And like I said, any article, anything I do will be automatically posted over at hero/club.com. So look out for that.
Alright, so that's Hero Club. Hero-Club. There's .com.
Thank you. I always
we put our stuff up there because Geek Fighters Cross Hero Club, Age of New Content. I don't know.
Yo, you're doing so well with that, dude.
Yeah. Follow me on Twitter at ikariradio, IKARIRADIO. Everywhere else I'm Fighter Xaos, that's Fighter XAOS. Pixiv, DeviantArt. You'll find me somewhere. Tapas.io. You'll find me there too. I have some webcomics I need to continue. BrokenInfinite.com. Oh yeah, at the Game Riffers and at the Geek Fighters on Twitter as well. Anything else I'm missing? I don't know, but if anything, usually you just go to my Facebook and I'll put a link, like if I'm streaming or something. Is that it, Jeff? We're done.
Yeah, that's it. And just to clarify,
New Age of Memes.
E3 2017 stream, but once again, the opening presser for PlayStation Experience 2017, but more importantly, the Game Awards this December. So keep a lookout for that over at twitch.tv/thegameriffers. Again, it's December, but we'll keep you posted each and every month, so you guys will keep updated. All right.
And thank you guys for subbing to the Game Riffers and to my channel, if you're whichever channel you're listening this on. And we'll see you guys. Like he said,
next time.
December.
Well, as for our never recorded podcast episode, next time.
Next time, whatever that is.
Yeah.
Probably after EVO, for all we know. We'll complain some more.
Well, either after EVO or most realistically after San Diego Comic-Con.
You want to do a double long episode?
It's your call, dude.
One after EVO, one after San Diego Comic-Con. There we go.
Yeah.
Unless there's nothing to talk about at EVO, then...
Or worse, nothing to talk about San Diego Comic-Con, because it can happen. Look at E3 this year.
There's something to talk about. Something dumb will happen.
like what happened almost 10 years ago with that stabbing.
Oh, Lord.
Because someone was trying to get seated at fucking Resident Evil.
Oh, jeez. Of all things, too.
I remember that. Of all things, it was Resident Evil. But we'll save that for next time. I'm 16-bit Jeff.
And I'm Fighter Xaos. We'll see you guys next time. Thanks for listening. Nimo. Kanro.